It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics playing host to the LA Clippers. Los Angeles controls the tap. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Here comes the screen. To Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Walker. Tatum. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Beverly to Paul George. Here comes the screen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. Three-point play, and we're tied up at 3. Walker into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Paul George to Beverly. Jason Tatum rejects it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To George. Knocks it down from mid-range.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Celtics have it. Walker. To Hayward. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Hayward. His first effort off the mark.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Leonard to Paul George. Going to launch beyond the arc. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. George. A big finish at the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Into the front court, it's Walker. Trailing by 4. To Marcus Smart. To Kemba Walker. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
It didn't hurt him this time, but defensively, you got to prevent him from even catching the ball to begin with.
Paul George.
So, Ed, my man P. Bev the other day made some comments on social media. I want to get your reaction. He said, I'll tell you right now, we are the best team in LA. How do you feel about it?
Jay, since the Clippers moved from San Diego, I don't know if that's been the case once. Maybe going back a few years, but LeBron James is in LA now. I don't know if Patrick Beverley's right on that one. Changes coming from both sides right now. Walker to Marcus Smart. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To Williams. Kawhi Leonard. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
It's LA Clippers ball. Beverley to George. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. Leonard to Beverley. 4-3. Patrick Beverley. He thrives in situations like these.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Shot from the lane won't go. Beverley into the front court. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Leonard to Paul George. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. PG lets it fly. Hayward to Marcus Smart. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Bulldog. Look, it ain't always going to be pretty, but this is a results-oriented business, and this dude will always give you a good ROI.
George on the drive, but his shot misses. 20-footer at the buzzer. It's good to beat the buzzer. He got it off just in time. So count the basket, and they're back within striking distance at the end of the first quarter. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Kawhi Leonard with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Count the basket inside.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Celtics have it. Jay, for once, Trader Danny was Danny Ainge. Celtics didn't do that much, but Eastern Conference didn't see much change either.
Yeah, they didn't need to do anything if you're the Boston Celtics. You already have all the pieces to the puzzle. There's no doubt about it. The Celtics are now in the driver's seat.
The assist from number 11, Enes Kanter.
Leonard to George. That's Smart with the rebound. Nothing going here on that drive. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Beverly.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Shot misses there by Smart. Beverly into the front court. Leads 5. George to Williams. Screen coming. Williams to Leonard. Rises for the slam. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston, as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Subbing in for the Boston
To
Celtics.
Jaylen Brown. Clippers have got it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Boston with the basketball. To Jaylen Brown. Probing the defense. Clippers have it. Leonard gets it in the left corner. George can't connect. It's no good. Brown with it up top. 9-point margin to Marcus Smart. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
To Jaylen Brown.
Big pick right there.
To Marcus Smart. Short jumper misses. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard to Paul George. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Oh, emphatic slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Beverly into the front court. It's a 9-point lead to Leonard. Here comes the screen. Leonard to George. They'll get it down low to Harrell and stuffs it home.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Walker. Paul George with the block. Count it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. You need to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Let's go.
The drive right to the basket. Layup goes down. Well done. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Beverly into the front court. The lead stands at 9. To Leonard. Beverly. To Paul George. Beverly. Message received. Well defended.
Uh-oh, you know you can't go out me out here.
Shot from in close, no good. Beverly into the front court. His guys can hold for the final shot. Has a chance. And a putback slam. Desperation shot here from half court. Time expires to end the first half. It's been all Clippers so far.
Welcome to the stream, XG Cheersert. Welcome to the stream, XG Cheersert. Welcome.
Thanks, Ed.
The Clippers certainly didn't have a problem putting up points in the opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Celtics did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Assists.
Welcome to the stream.
Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard has been a defensive force in this matchup. If he's not stealing the ball, he's swatting it. And that combination has made for an incredible half.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. These are
XG
the
to
top
rise
plays
art.
from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Walker to Hayward. Short jumper stays out. Here comes the screen. Whoa! What a finish! Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Paul George to Leonard. From the painted area, won't go down. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall.
And when you miss so many chippies right around the rim, you look at their points in the paint production. The first half, they were great. Second half, not so much.
Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Beverly to Leonard. LA with 4 to shoot. George to Leonard. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
To Hayward. And he's going to the free throw line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Clippers have the basketball. To Beverly. Sizing up the defense. Beverly to Leonard.
Keep him that way. Keep him that way.
The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Here's Leonard for 2. And scores. Nice move, Jay.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
To Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Walker trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Oh, he can't connect. Gets a look. Can't hit. Walker with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, They just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Celtics have it. Hayward to Kemba Walker. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ed, this is like show and tell back in kindergarten. You show the ball, and then you tell him with the easy lay.
Going back to the pre-K days, Jeff. Beverly to Leonard. Not that time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
To Walker. Here comes the screen.
Watch 2 minutes.
That's no good. Beverly into the front court. Up by 3. To George.
Got him. Double.
Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Timeout Boston. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Entering the game for the Boston Celtics. Number 11, Enes Kanter.
Walker, work it down to Brown. To Kemba Walker. Lets it fly from long range. And Kemba Walker, muscle memory put to good use there.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
To Paul George. Shot clock winding down. Kawhi Leonard. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Give it to him. Kemba Walker. He's 3 for 7.
And here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
Williams to Leonard. Driving right to the basket. Shemi Ojale sends it away. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Shot clock off as they look to move out in front. He gets it.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. The quarter's concluded. The Celtics have the lead. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
Walker into the front court. Two-point advantage. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Jaylen Brown, couple of free throws on the way. A career 65% free throw shooter. Off the mark on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. To Beverly. Down low to Williams. Shot from the lane won't go. Into the front court, it's Walker. Leads 3. To Jaylen Brown. Walker. Fires the 3. Shemi Ojale. He's going to get 3 shots here. Numbers not in his favor. 61% for his career. First free throw is good. And he hits the second. Perfect from the line. It's all 3 of them. Paul George to Leonard. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
First one, count it. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Beverly into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Here comes the screen. Beverly. To Harkless. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. Walker with the basketball. Up 5. Rebound taken down by Harkless. Not that time. Across the timeline, it's Walker. Leads 5. And the rebound taken in by Beverly. Short jumper won't fall.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Hayward.
You got him. Shot.
Beyond the arc for three. Can't get the bounce. Has a chance. Count it. That's belief right there in his shot.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Celtics have it. To Hayward. Gordon Hayward. That's how it's done. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. Now the Clippers call a timeout. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way.
You know, Ed, usually in timeouts, you see coaches give these rah-rah speeches. And what happens is it goes through the players left ear and out the right. They don't pay attention. I've been a part of those huddles. What I just saw, though, I saw a coach snap a clipboard. No doubt about it. He has his team's attention.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Subbing in for the Boston Celtics.
Beverly to George. To Leonard. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Walker into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Hayward. Missed it at the line. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Walker to Cantor. And the reward, he's going to the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
And his Cantor. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 77% at the line. First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. LA Clippers with the basketball. Beverly to Paul George. Has a look. Paul George now 3 for 9.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
And the finish at the rim.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Leonard to George. Leonard to Harkless. LA with 4 to shoot. Deep right corner. Leonard to Paul George. Fires the 3. Oh, could have sealed it, but it's no good. To Walker. For three, can't defend it any better. Kemba Walker misses.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Timeout called here by the Clippers. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. Williams to Leonard. Trying to cash in. A shot no good there by Williams. And they'll get the intentional foul here with 17 seconds to go.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Here's the whistle. Intentional foul.
Some players are built to handle these moments. On one end, you just sparked your team, and at the same time, you also got under your opponent's skin. Just want to manage through the emotions here and not take it too far.
First one goes down. Fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they take care of business at home. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
David Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics finished with a narrow victory on the scoreboard. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics. The Clippers just couldn't close this one out. The way they shot the ball was outstanding. But even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Game track. Field goals.
This was a matchup in which solid shooting was prominently on display. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I'm loving enjoying all of these highlights right now. Great job of effective, efficient scoring from these squads.
of the game.
Tatum did his part with scoring, but he also contributed significantly on the boards as well. With the way he made an impact on both ends of the court, you could tell he was doing everything he could to get the win.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.